The Brahmanas, the Upanishads, the Puranas and the epics, that means the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, are the other important religious book of Aryans. So these are the important religious book of the Aryans. Remember this. All these sacred books are collectively known as Vedic literature. So all these four books are collectively known as Vedic literature. They tell us a great deal about the social, religious, economic and political life of the people during these periods. So from this book we come to know how the people who were Aryans, what were their culture, what were their custom, how they used to run their house, what were their main chief occupation, and how they used to run their administration. All this information we got from these four books. So in this picture you can see the Vedic literature includes a variety of texts. So the first is Vedic literature, after that there is Vedas, the Brahmanas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the epics. The Vedas are divided into four, that is Rig Veda, Atharva Veda, Yajur Veda and Samaveda, and the epics are divided into two, that is the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Next topic is political organization. The Aryans were organized into many tribes called Janas. So Aryans were divided into different tribes. They were known as Janas. Each Jana consisted of a number of villages called Gramas. So even the Janas were divided into different number of villages and they were known as Gramas. A Grama was composed of a number of families. So a Gramas was also composed of number of families who live together. Each village was headed by a Gramani or the village headman. So each Grama or each village was headed by a head person known as the Gramani or the village headman. Each tribe had its own chieftain or Rajan. So each tribe has its own head known as chieftain or the Rajan. The eldest and the strongest man in the tribe became the king with the consent of the people. So who will be the leader? The leader will be the strongest man in the tribe with the suggestion of the people who live in that particular village. He protect them from enemies and looked after their welfare, and the duty of the king is to protect the people from the enemies and look after the needs and requirement of the people. He was also acknowledged as their spiritual leader. So the king was also acknowledged or regarded as their spiritual leader or head. The king ruled according to the wishes of the tribe. He was assisted by a number of officials. So the king was ruling according to the wishes of the tribe. That means according to the people of that particular tribe, and he was assisted by a number of officials. That means number of officers who used to guide him in order to run the tribe.